Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with a review of Fusion Paradox. Now this game is coming to Xbox Series X and S consoles on the 1st of November 2023. It's developed by Usanic and it's published by Sometimes You, who were kind enough to send me this in advance of release so I can do you a video to basically tell you what's in store. Now, you're able to get a free trial for this game, or you can purchase it. It's normally priced at £8.39, but you can pick it up at a pre-order price, saving you £1.68 before launch, picking it up for £6.71. Now, the game's optimised for Series X and S consoles with 4K res and 60 FPS, and this game is basically a sort of scrolling shooter and action roguelike game. In this game, you'll have to explore the levels of the Supernatural Threat Reduction Agency, and it's basically a mix between like puzzle game, shooter, roguelike, bullet hell. You basically run around from room to room across sort of a variety of different environments, killing a ton of enemies, completing puzzles to get keys to chests, to get new weapons and stuff like that, and basically slowly but surely working your way through the different levels of the building. Now, this game sort of has a sort of time travel-esque story to it, which I won't spoil. So each of the levels are set over sort of different sort of time periods. The main thing that I really like about this game is you have this sort of special like energy swapping ability. So you swap between like yellow and blue energy sources, and this allows you to kill certain enemies that are linked to a certain sort of colour. So if they're like a blue enemy, you have to be in your blue energy to kill them, yellow for yellow, etc. And also to sort of destroy artifacts and stuff that are used to like switch these portals on, which allow you to then transport through to these puzzle zones. Now, you also have like a sort of dodge ability, which can be used to like avoid damage, attacks, and also jump over traps and sort of holes and things like that, spikes on the floor. But the majority of the game, you'll just be like going through a random amount of environments, blasting your way through enemies. Now, the game has a simple art style. It is 3D, but it is like low poly, but it looks really nice. All the different floors and the rooms are detailed enough with like things inside them. There's a good variety of different enemies, and there's a nice selection of weapons you can find. Now, there's not a lot to the roguelike mechanics, I would say. It does slowly increase stats as such, but there's not a lot to it. It's not very roguelike compared to a lot of other games I have played. And once you die, you can start over on, like, you can resurrect and start on a new run. Now, all in all, it's not too bad. I'm not the biggest roguelike fan, but I do like sort of twin-stick style shooters. I do like bullet hell games, a lot of dodging around, shooting and stuff like that. And I do like sort of games that feature characters from different sort of time periods and stuff like that, which this game featured, thankfully. And I did like that when you end up with like Egyptian enemies and stuff. It's really cool. It's really fun. Is it perfect? No. Like I say, there are like environmental hazards. You can blow up barrels and everything to do damage to yourself or enemies. There are puzzle sections as well, which you have to complete to get keys to unlock chests and stuff like that. Now, these puzzle sections, they lock your colour swapping mechanic. So you can't switch colours. You have to go through these like doors, which change your colour for you. And then you have to sort of work out how to do the puzzles using this mechanic, which some of them I thought were quite difficult from like the top of my head, and I had to retry them a few times just to complete them. But once you get used to it and you get used to how the mechanics work, it is a quite fun game. Now, the gameplay loop will get repetitive after a while. It's not one of those games you'll sit and play for hours and hours and hours, but if you want a little bit of fun for like 30 minutes, an hour at a time, you could do a lot worse than this. Now, the game itself is coming to Xbox Series X and S. It doesn't appear to be coming to Xbox One at the moment. It's already out on Steam, so if you want to check it out on Steam, you can check it out right now. It came out back in April. It's fun. The story's a bit loose. There's not a lot to the story. There's a nice tutorial at the beginning of the game that teaches you all of the mechanics, which is nice. And you can sort of switch between your weapons easy enough. And it's a bit randomized in that sense that every time you do a new run, the rooms are different, weapons are different, and stuff like that. Now, overall, not a bad game. Not the worst for achievements either. They will take a little while to get, like, say, there's like, you have to eliminate sort of like 500 possessed enemies, defeat the boss of the different areas, like defeat the Middle Ages boss, the Ancient Egypt boss, the boss in Hell, that sort of stuff. And the game itself isn't super long, but obviously because this is a roguelike, it's all about replayability, replaying, getting better, then replaying, getting better, finding new weapons, opening more chests to improve yourself and stuff like that, spending the coins you get on upgrades. So check it out if you're into your sort of bullet hell action roguelike shooters. This one is unique. I like the time difference aspects of it, and I like the controls. It did feel really smooth when I was playing it. But like I say, it's available very soon. It's coming out on the 1st of November 2023, and you can check it out on Xbox via a free trial. But hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content, guys. Bye for now.